For over a decade, I gave my life and my attention to this work of creating social change, specifically within Black religious communities. Over a decade. A decade is a long time. So I began to question and discern my next. Not by happenstance, but by design, received a call from Donnybrook, introducing me to the concept and ideas of Pride in the Pew. While on the phone, having that conversation, it became apparent to me that my next had arrived.
Many Voices, led by Reverend Cedric Harmon, has been on the front lines of LGBTQ+ advocacy since the fight for marriage equality. At a pressing and urgent time, Many Voices answered the prophetic call to leverage our faith and our convictions to ensure that LGBTQ+ communities can live and thrive. I am delighted and elated to be building on that work through Pride in the Pews. We see this work as interdependent and interconnected. Before there was a Pride in the Pews, there was a Many Voices. And because of their legacy, their labor, and their hard work, we are now able to pick up the mantle and continue this sacred work of ensuring that all people, all those who call themselves believers and followers of Jesus, all of those who are within and outside of the Black church are able to have the Black church as a liberating voice and power, fighting not just for some, but for all. We recognize that we are only one organization, but we are standing on a legacy of freedom fighters who have been doing this work for decades. I would argue and suggest that one of the names that should be added to that list is Reverend Cedric Harmon and the organization Many Voices. They have created curriculum, hosted symposia, partnered with academic institutions from across the country, all in service of justice, equity, and inclusion for LGBTQ+ communities. We exist, I exist, because of those who came before me. I am under no illusions. This work is not easy. It has not been easy. But the hope is that we might be able to find a remnant of justice seekers who are committed to making sure that LGBTQ+ communities can live, play, pray, free of harm. That's the work. That's what we've been called to do. We want to be able to give folks tools and resources and community so that we can equip ourselves for the fight that lies ahead. We know that there are many, many forces in the air, and not all of them are life-giving. I believe with the work of community and God, we can actually begin to lay the groundwork for a future that is more inclusive, more just, and more free.